am back with another Skyrim live stream. And if I sound tired, that's because I just did yard work for about 2.5 hours. So please forgive me if I sound tired, if I sound a little winded. And also, I'm probably going to have to leave a little early tonight, purely because due to that yard work, I'm going to have to go take a shower before D&D. Because like I said before, I have a D&D thing I do every Wednesday night now, which, yeah, ideally I would like it another night, but that's the only time certain people can come, and I respect that. Yeah, so forgive me if I sound a little off tonight. It's just because, well, of that. I'm just messaging this out. You know, we're having another player join tonight, which I'm looking forward to. But, you know, Skyrim and D&D have similarities. Okay, I'm not going to read a book this time because I'm tired and I need to catch my breath a little bit. Yeah, long story short, we had a bunch of sticks we needed to pick up so when we start mowing the lawn again, they don't get caught in the mower. And then we cut down a few trees. Well, not cut down entire trees, but trim the wood off of trees. Yeah. Still trying to fix the old mic, which it's fine. This game doesn't really need the square button, which is I think I know what I'm gonna have to do, but if not, I've got options, so it's no big deal. Okay, we're going to get started. Okay, so last time we had to come here to try to find her mother and get her Elder Scroll, and we managed to convince her to help us, so now we gotta go kill these keeper things, which we're also in the Soul Cairn, which is, I guess, death beyond death. What do I get from these? What am I getting from these soul fishers? I don't know. Okay, what? I keep forgetting my item inputs. How many of these do I have? There's nothing in Azure Star right now. Man, we have a lot of stuff in Soul Gems. What do you use for soul? What are soul fragments for? Alright, those kind of food, which is a weird thing. Soul husk. Okay, we've got enough soul husk for that guy if we can just find him. So these ideal masters that we replaced, I'm curious about what their deal is. Get up on those walls.
Get it now while we can. Thankfully, Serena's invincible. Like, she's a story-relevant PC, so... Actually, no, her invincible status actually never goes away. So, Serena is one of the most consistently useful companions because she is literally incapable of dying. Which is very useful. Yeah.
I mean, she is a vampire lord, so you'd kind of expect she'd be very durable. Okay, so I guess we just didn't actually need to do that. Yeah, escort missions can suck. I've had good there are good escort missions though. Okay, I also probably want to put Iron Flesh on. Okay, boss. Everett, help us out here. Well, the fun fact, my character in
I'm gonna have to kill you. But yes.
Fallout Equestria. Yeah, I'm aware of it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't really like the darker ones. Like, I'm not a big fan of the darker stuff. I'm sure that I'm sure it's perfectly fine. I know a lot of... Okay, that one has a black soul in it already. Kinda gotta... Like, the black soul gems, I won't make one, but there's nothing else you can really do about... You can't free someone for a soul gem, which is unfortunate, because you know I would do that. Let's see, is there a chest or something around this place? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a chest. Okay, I guess... Oh yeah, that actually reminds me there was a... let me see. I think it was back here. I forgot there was a person back here. I think. Maybe they vanished when we beat the keeper. I don't know. Okay, then next. Yeah, and there's certain things about the main six and how they're treated in that fic I'm not a huge fan. That's all I will say. Now there's a lot of stuff here in the Soul Churn that I'm going to attempt to find. We're probably going to have to cheat a little bit to do that, but... I've never actually played the Fallout games. Okay, let's also get Spartacus ready. Yeah, in case you forgot, we named our skeleton champion Spartacus. Because of course we did. Okay, Spartacus, you're up. Stop aiming directly. Okay, thank you, Spartacus. dragons in mine. I can't heal her, I would. Oh, I get it, with the souls that were hanging out here.
we get out of this. Oh wait, there's a place up there. There we go. Okay, now we just have to go this way. Also, we need to recharge. You gotta love the ability to slow down time. Like, that's just one of those abilities you kinda gotta like. Ironically, I'm kind of playing the D&D campaign a little similar to how, well, not in the sense that I used a lot of swordplay in the D&D campaign, but that I'm a summoner. Like, that's my kind of game, I'm a Circle the Shepherd Druid, and Shepherd Druid's entire point is pretty much summoning.
Only a single spire remains. Be careful. I'm almost certain the final keeper will be prepared for your assault.
Focus on your smithing, put your dragon bones in the trunk, and you'll have more money to buy every piece of land in Skyrim. Yeah, problem is that smithing's a little hard to get up.
As you've been let's just... You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place. I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here. The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins. Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach. Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Okay, well that makes sense.
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance. Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that. I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence. Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims. The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them. the ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the
Hi,
ideal
Trooper.
masters
Glad you can make it.
wind up here as harvested souls.
So, pretty much deal with the devil.
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition. If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated. I do.
Not
It's
a
how the
fan
vampire
of
has
fanfic
survived for
remakes that
millennia,
could intentionally
and the
destroy
only
the
way
world.
we
Yeah,
can continue to survive.
that's
in
my
the
problem
future.
with Fallout Equestria. I don't feel that. I don't really like that part about it either.
Be careful,
Okay.
and keep my daughter safe.
Yeah, like crossover. There are crossovers that like, and the best crossovers aren't ones that are to the detriment of the other side, because Fallout Equestria is kind of just My Little Pony flavored Fallout to a degree. And if that's your thing, that's fine. It's just I kind of prefer when there's a little more mix to it than that. Oh, that was lightning. So the ideal masters are Eldritch abominations, essentially. Also, I'm gonna save because I just realized that I fought two of the keepers and I don't really want to lose. Like die and have to do all that over again.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the base.
Okay,
The barrier should be gone now. Let's head back.
not really anything to gather from these guys, is there? Okay, so that's all the master, these guys down. Hi, okay, thank you to who just subscribed. I don't know, I didn't know that okay, yeah, there are people who can subscribe to you on PS4 too. Which is kind of interesting. I think the other part is that it's not so much a like, okay, a fusion fic can be good. Like, fusion fics are good. But you kinda gotta... Like, fusion fics, I think, need to be careful... What's this? I need to be careful not to let one side of the crossover override the other. Fallout Equestria is a crossover, but it's a crossover that I would call a fusion fic. Yeah, the aesthetic of Fallout, I like the aesthetic of Fallout. The aesthetic of Fallout is nice. Well, not nice in the normal way, but nice in the, it's kind of an interesting post-apocalyptic way.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive.
I would like to make, if I could make Getting Back on Your Hooves into an audio drama, that would actually be cool. Not sure if I ever would be able to, but it would be cool if I ever could.
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnafir. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Also, I cannot put my swords away.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Anyway.
We've already got the Book of Daedra.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Yeah, Getting Back on Your Hooves is actually an interesting thing, because I like that started as a role play I did with some people. Okay, come on.
Wait, I hear something.
He's here.
And a dragon. Okay, where's Dragon Wind? I'm gonna need Dragon Wind for this, probably. But first I do need Dragon Wind, but I also need the Iron Staff. Okay, he resists Dragon. Okay. There's nothing here. And I did not use it. Did I not use soul? I don't think I ate a soul.
Forgive my astonishment. I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnafir allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Donahue's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
Oh, okay.
What did you want?
That's it. That's the last scroll. Come on, let's take it.
Okay, we already have that one.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. You know what I mean.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know. So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy, did she? Don't worry. I think I can help you. Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the soul cave, it was given to the Ideal Masters as payment. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence will be restored. There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Last chance. I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the Sun to fruition. As much as it pains me to send you and Serana back alone, I can't take the
Place
risk.
an astronaut exploring
Remember
the solar
that Harkon is
system
not to be trusted.
around your home
No
planet,
matter
and
what he
that's all I feel
promises,
comfortable
he'll
saying without
deceive
saying,
you in
okay,
order
that's
to get
cool.
what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing valuable.
Okay.
I'm glad we found the scroll. I wish you could be with us.
Stay. Speak with you, Quinarin.
Hello.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. The hostility was necessary. I was bound to an oath. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quanarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quanarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
Oh, that's interesting.
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel.
Oh, I think I know what this is. I heard about
Do me
this.
this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quanarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, the Quanarin is the Vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
Oh, we can summon a undead dragon now. Okay, that is cool.
You are the Dova King, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles. I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dylan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy. The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica. I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. Free? No. I have been here too long, Quanarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
glad we found the scroll. I wish you could come with us.
Okay, so now we know we can now summon oh, of course. See, this is where having the controller being the way it is an issue. Because I cannot unlock this because of that. Let me... Ah, there we go. Been a while since we've had a... Oh, right, I probably... Okay, I fixed it. There we go. Alright, I need to find a...
Come on, let's go home.
There's a sacrificial altar. She mentioned an altar.
I'm glad we found the scroll. I wish you could come with us. Come on. I'm glad we found the scroll.
Okay.
Come on, let's go home.
Okay. I don't know where she was saying it was.
The sooner we get this.
Unless I missed something. There we go. Oh, okay, there's something down there. So we've killed all the Soul Keepers, which I guess won't get destroyed for good. Because it's not like Dagavir, however you pronounce his name. I'm not good at pronouncing dragon names. Oh wait, this is where we were before, wasn't it? Oh, this was so annoying to get through. Now there is also one more thing I want to get before we leave there, so... Not yet. There's stuff in here that I still want. Okay, it's up there. How do I get up there? We already killed the things in here. Yeah, that was another thing I want to do. But I can find where he is. I don't know where he is. Okay, how do I get up there? Maybe there's an entrance from the outside or something. I go up this thing. So I gotta get on top of this somehow. I don't like that all the doors are closed. Right? Get up on this thing. To do. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Let's see if that makes it easier to hear me. Hi, also, hi, Lunar Contact. I don't think I've seen you before. Okay, how am I supposed to get through this place? Also, just a reminder, I might leave a little bit early because I want to get a shower before D&D starts, because I was out, like I said at the beginning of the live stream, I was outside doing yard work, so didn't really have a chance to do much of anything after that was done. I'm so annoyed by this place. I need to get my soul back. Yeah, my soul is up there, and I don't know how to get up there. This is a weird quest. I gotta get my, reclaiming your soul. Also, weird thing, isn't Veronica... Well, no, I don't know if that's how that works. I know that's how it works with werewolves, that your soul is then tied to a person. After, if you sell him, if you become a werewolf. I don't know if that's the same way it works with vampires. I will as soon as I get my soul. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, I think that restored me to full power. Yeah, now I'm back to full power. Good. Probably the Ideal Masters are not happy about that situation, but I don't really care. Okay, this is probably gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah. Okay, now we are going to... Okay, that's a weird map. Now, the thing is, I don't know how to find my way around the soul cairn, but I need to find... There's two things, at least, I need to find here. Where is this dude? Yeah, one reason we were running out of... Okay, is this him? I don't think it is.
Beware the dragon Dunavir, destroyer of souls and harbinger of the fallen.
Huh? Well, thank you, random horse. You led me back to where I wanted to.
Brought some soul, huh? I might just be a soul now, but I'm still not going to give my stuff away. Bring me at least 25 husks, and then we'll talk.
Yes, you can, but there's a special way. I'm gonna have to do something specific. No, I know whose horse that was, but I've got to find the person somewhere in the soul cairn. Okay, let's see. Is there any way I can... So I cannot... Okay, doesn't look like there's any way to set a waypoint here. I just need a couple more of those things. The thing is, I can actually get that... there is a way I can get that horse, which is one reason. I really wish I could see the map, but you can't, which is annoying. I just need, like, 3 more of those soul things. Perfect. Let me see, is that all the ones I needed? They count as food, which is weird. One more. I need one more of those things, and right... No, that wasn't it. Trying to head in a straight line. Come on, I just need one more. Why did I think I had enough? I don't even know what this guy sells. Like, this... Knowing my luck, this is probably one of those quests that's annoying to complete, and then when you complete it, it's not worth it.
Who's there?
Ooh. Well, at least I got that new spell book out of it. Oh yeah, that is true. Okay. Well, we got a new spell book, which is good, so now we can conjure the Wrathman. Ah, there we are. Okay, that's all. I just need to find him. Okay, yeah, he's back here somewhere.
Brought some soul husks? Oh, sure, got plenty. What am I gonna do with it?
Okay, so need to figure out what exactly I need out of this. So we can have a sword, which we don't really need. What does this guy give you? Let's take the spell.
Sure, here you go.
And he gives me a spell.
Do you some good.
And he gives me a spell book I already have. But whatever, he still gave him something at least. Now let's head back. Because I know how to find my way to where what I need to do is.
You must help me find my
Ah,
Arvak.
okay, good.
He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Okay, now we saw Arvak back here. Like, that was what that horse was. That was Arvak. Problem is, we don't know where Arvak is. Like, where his soul, like...
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
But... I believe we saw Arvak around, out this way, so... And... Sorry, I kind of cheat a little bit to get an idea of where the skull is, because I am not forever for the rest of my live stream just to find a horse. But the horse is very good, so we want the horse. Why do we want the horse? Because it is essentially infinite. Let me see. Yeah, I want to rescue the horse. Like, that's the thing. I just didn't want to, you know, go completely blind looking for it. I wish the map just told you where the dang thing is, but I want the horse. And I want to rescue the horse, but I also just want the horse because it's actually a really, really... It's one of the best fast travel options you have access to. So, of course... Problem is, the map sucks. Like, this game, there's no map for the Soul Charm, which is really annoying. Wait, we saw him over this way. Like, we saw him run this way. So maybe he's on this side of things. Okay, what's going on here?
All I said to the table was I thought you looked a little portly in that gown. How was I supposed to know?
I've got a vague idea of where I need to go, and I think it's this. But yeah, I want the horse. So it's like, okay, here's the weird thing. Like, here's the weird thing. Okay, and now you're making me feel bad about that. So here's the weird thing about that. How is there a corpse in the soul current? Like, how are there corpses in the soul current? That does not make any sense. Because everything in the soul, like, the only other person we've met in the soul current has been Veronica. Everyone else is a soul. So where did the corpse come from? maybe the game... Let me see. And that does not provide me anything. Great. Some of these are portals, some of them aren't.
How does anyone expect me to write my
Apparently this is a character
with all
from a
these
previous
rude
game.
interruptions? What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. Very well. I suppose a moment or two of my time couldn't hurt. I am Jib. Some call me Saint Jib. Others call me Jib the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I mean,
can't say
out
that
of
I'm surprised by
universe,
your answer.
I've heard of him
Until I get my
vaguely.
second volume published, no one will ever know of my achievements. A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book.
And Serena is just like sitting there
Surely
listening.
you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jib the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dunmer. Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions. Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair. That damned Remora and his minions. They didn't even give me a chance to explain who I was. Well, I assume so. They cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here. My what? Wait. That means... No. All these wasted months, or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten. Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here? Maybe I can't leave. In order to write a second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory. When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I'd been holding. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you. Ah, yes. Say Jib the Eradicator, Jib the Magnificent.
Well, this guy has a high opinion of himself, doesn't he?
My campaign against the Winged Menace. Yes, I'm speaking of the Cliff Racer, of course. Wretched things. They used to crisscross the skies over Morrowind like vermin. Nasty flying creatures with a habit of sneaking upon the unwary. After I was freed from prison, I decided to turn my life around. Give something back to the people of Morrowind. It became quickly apparent that the best way I could help would be by wiping out the Cliff Racers. Indeed I was. I hunted down and killed every last one of them. It took years. The people of Morrowind was so grateful to have the road safe again. They took to calling me St. Jib, and then the other names follow.
I take this, guys, from Morrowind.
Well, that's a ridiculous question. Everyone traveling through here has said that the Oblivion gates have been opening all over Tamriel.
Oh, that must be from Oblivion.
Has it been that long? Oh my. Well, it started with the followers of Mirror's Dagon having Emperor Uriel Septim VII assassinated. Without a Septim on the throne of the Empire, Dagon was able to leave
yeah, that's
through the
Oblivion.
gates and attack. All I heard is that without a Septim sitting on the throne of the Empire, the dragon fires in a place called the Temple of the One were no longer lit. This meant that we were vulnerable to the forces of Oblivion. Well, I don't know. Everything seemed fine until that Dremora attacked me. I only heard later about the gates from the other souls. I can only assume the gates have been closed by now.
Oh, then that's probably why him wiping them out was was considered something worth worshipping as a saint. Well, not worshipping, but, you know, canonizing him as a saint.
Ancestral home in Morrowind to the continent of Cyrodiil.
Or however that works in this universe. I know in real life you have to be canonized as a saint, but I think that's Catholic branch of Christianity.
Indeed. One moment I was writing diligently.
Oh, okay,
and the
that's
next,
cool.
My door bursts open. It was a cadre of Dremora. The city was under attack. I took it upon myself to join the cause and fight the Dremora, thinking this would simply be another feather in my cap. The reason I'm standing in front of you as only a whisper of my former self should tell you that. I never knew what became of Kvatch. I wonder if they were triumphant without me. That was a dark time.
Yeah, for the record, I'm Methodist.
Like
I'm proud Christian, but I'm Methodist, so I don't entirely know how the saint thing works. I just know the saints are worthy of respect.
I murdered others for money. And before you think I belong to some romantic or secretive guild, think again. I was simply an addict who needed money for skooma. The stuff wasn't cheap, and murder always seemed to be in demand. I finally bit off more.
If anyone wants to explain that to me, feel free. I'm curious.
I was paid to assassinate some high-ranking official from House Redorin. What I didn't know was someone had hired the Morag Tong to kill him as well. Exactly. He got to my target first, and called the guard to cover his tracks. By the time I got there, the place was on alert. Walked right into a trap, and didn't even realize it until I was captured. They tried me for murder, threw me on a prison ship, and sent me to the jail in Vivek City. Gave me a lot of time to think, that's for sure. Thanks again for searching. I don't know what I'd do without my pages.
Okay, we're definitely going to find those. Problem is, like, here's the problem: is the map for the soul churn is terrible. I'm trying to keep my eye on the landmarks. Because apparently this is near the Boneyard. Which is where we met Veronica. Veronica, is that her name? Which is that over there. apparently on this side of the boneyard. Okay, let's try this again.
This is no place for you.
Wait, is this not the boneyard? I'm glad that they included something like that. I mean, okay, they killed off a character from the previous game, but... okay, is this the boneyard at all? Like, let's find the entrance to the boneyard, because that will... Okay, there's Dragavir. So, portal is that way. The entrance to the boneyard is this way. So, this way is where we need to go. Oh. Okay then. See, the problem with this whole thing is there's no map to the Soul Town. Okay, so there should be a tower we're looking for. That would be... Then head east and look for a tower. Oh, there's multiple towers, but this is the one that is... Okay, yeah, we clearly are stronger now, which is... We got a good bit of our strength back. These guys are much easier to kill now. Okay.
Did you know I visited elsewhere once? What a strange and wondrous place.
Okay, so it said look for a tower. Problem is that kind of describes a lot of things. So let's try this again. Yeah, I'm using a guide to find where the skull is because I don't like the fact that there's no map. Or beacon, for that matter. I wish that there was a map to the Soul Cairn because that would make life immensely easier, unfortunately. There's not. Okay, so... Said head east and look for a tower. Okay, we're gonna try this again because apparently I am very bad at this. Oh, something exploded. Oh. Yeah, I'm a lot more. I've gotten a lot of strength back, which is good. There's not a lot of looting in this, stuff to loot in this place, is there? Okay, so there's Dragavir. And there's the entrance. So it said head directly east. And you should see a tower. I'm guessing out of all of the towers, it's probably that one over there actually, but whatever. Or it's, you know, this with the glowing crystal, but I think that's just where our soul was. I'm gonna guess it's like the tower that actually looks unique. I also think that's where the... The thing is that it says you should find a tower east. But there's a bunch of towers, so I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to be looking for. Says look for a tower east of... Unless I'm looking at east wrong, but that doesn't it honestly looks like it should be closer to the boneyard than it is. That is the soul of a...
alive? I must be imagining this.
I guess the best thing we can do is just like look at all, go from tower to tower until we find the one we're looking for. Yeah, but that's the problem, is there's just, like it says, look for the tower. Which tower? There are a lot of towers. Quote the, to quote a meme from Batman Beyond, do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Okay, that tower looks more impressive than the other ones. It's also on the other side of a barrier, so that's definitely not it. Let me see. See, the thing is, I can't look at a map of this place, which is dumb. It is so dumb, there is no map to this place.
Still, over half the pages are missing. Keep trying.
Yeah, this guy just has cow souls farming. See, I don't like quests like this, where it's like... Okay, so let's see. Back to the entrance. Okay, so here's the entrance. It's like if I just go out to here, maybe. Oh, wait, east. This, I forgot that there's a... Ah, here we go. Here we go. I really apologize for that, because that was partially my bad.
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Okay. Okay, and now we can do this. And we have Arvak as a perpetual fiery mount, which I would use more of, but we've got a companion, and that really... So he will disappear after so long and with me not on him, and he'll also follow me around. Okay, now we do have the stuff from St. Jib we need to find, but we can always come back for that. I'm kind of... my eyes are kind of a bit strained from being in here for so long. This place is very dark. Maybe at least once they reach Morrowind. Okay, that's what happened. Like, I'd like to use Arvak. Like, the problem is, I'd like to go find St. Jib's things right now, because there's only so many of them. Thought for a second that was Dragavir. So we're gonna leave. And we can always come back to get those later when... because this place is really dark and kind of hard on the eyes. I'd use Arvak to get around, but we've got Zarana. And that's kind of problematic. You use a horse with a follower. Which I just realized is kind of funny because my D&D character, who I'm going to be having another session with soon, is actually is kind of a horse. Which is weird. Homebrew is fun. Like, you'd be surprised how many... how often just the phrase, something would happen but I'm a horse, comes up when you're playing one.
Are you alive?
Okay, maybe not, because that's just a weird thing to... it's a fun thing to roleplay.
Only those who have suffered long can find the light within the shadows.
Well, at least she seems to be a bit more in tune with things.
The clouds, the sky. It's all wrong. Everything's wrong.
Yeah, because we can come back to the Soul Cairn whenever we need to. Okay.
Oh, what is it? I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when. If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time.
But yeah, now we have Arvac, which we can who we can use to basically have an immortal, very good horse. But yeah, it's fun to, I will say it's fun, depending on how you feel, about homebrewing stuff for, Dungeons and Dragons. I know some people really like it, some people don't. Okay, I'm completely lost now. Oh yeah, that gargoyle we killed. I think we're trying to head down. But if you do, it's kind of fun to play something that's just completely out of the ordinary and just run with it. Okay, I am completely lost. Okay, here we go. Actually, I think I can just fast travel. No, I can't fast travel in here, apparently. Okay, now we should be able to fast travel, right? But yeah, now we have the horse, and we can also summon an undead dragon. Undead dragon is cool, and will probably come in handy. That, and we can just let him fly about. Like, that is just a thing we can do on occasion, just to let him enjoy himself. Which we might do.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Oh. Really, with the right, if you homebrew stuff to be balanced, and I have a friend who very much prides himself on being able to homebrew virtually. Okay, for those that don't know D&D, homebrew basically means stuff you made yourself. So, in my case, a character race that does not exist. Oops. Okay, here we go.
I trust your journey was successful? It is our sacred duty to study the Elder Scrolls. We read these ancient scrolls of prophecy in order to divine the future, and we use that knowledge to aid the Emperor. Sometimes, we venture out into the world in search of more scrolls for our library at the White Gold Tower. That is the very purpose that first brought me to Skyrim. It is the great spire at the heart of the Imperial City, among the tallest towers in all of Tamriel. The lower floors are home to the Imperial Council, and the Order of Moth Priests occupies the middle floors. The tower suffered damage in the recent war with the Aldmeri Dominion, and is not what it once was. I hope one day to see it restored to its former glory. Not as much as I would like. Even after spending decades of my life in study of the Elder Scrolls, they remain a great mystery to me. It's true for most of my brothers in the Order as well. We don't really know where the scrolls came from or who wrote them. What we do know is that some are born with the special gift to read the Elder Scrolls. These chosen few can divine events of the past and future within the scrolls, though in time, it drives us to blindness. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell. Even today, the Elder Scrolls remain a great enigma. I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter. It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it. Blind?
Oh, you're covering your
Yes,
eyes. Are you
I'm
blind?
afraid so. No, it will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover. No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow? I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries. Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek. It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract Ancestor Moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years. But in my case, I simply was not preparing myself.
It looks like a nightmare. Of course, nightmares often turn on their writers unless you're exceptionally powerful. Well, I'm exceptionally powerful, so that we shouldn't have much of a problem.
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover. Well, as I'm sure you've figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Moths barely make a sound, let alone
the moths
speak.
don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the moth priests to decipher them. If you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls. By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony. You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
Okay.
Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Alright, that's where we're going to end it. I gotta go get ready for my D&D session. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.